Baltimore, Maryland. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. First, second, and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right.
This is caught inside the 15. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cardinals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Out of the gun, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Waters. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
At the 8-yard line.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now Murray again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
At the Ravens' 1-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Denzel Mims. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
For the point after.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already.
45-yard line.
And here's Jackson on the option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Rashawn Gary. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At their own 40.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, It's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Arizona.
First down, Murray. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
His pass caught at the 4. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Murray going to fire one out wide.
Murray's pass.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Number 10.
From a yard out, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cardinals 14, Ravens 7.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Throwing again, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. This Ravens offense heads back out there led by Lamar Jackson. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got speed. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on second down, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with a kind of...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Sly on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. 25-yard Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better, maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for J.K. Dobbins. Incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray to air it out again. He's able to find Wallace. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
6-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Isaiah Coulter as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a look.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Ravens 7.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wallace takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Number 37.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. He gets this to Coulter complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 31, Murray, throw left side complete. That's Waters. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A gain of
whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun, Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They get this out left. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
touchdown, Arizona.
From a yard out, and the Cards continue to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought. Out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll operate from the 32-yard. Yard line here, 2nd and 3. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
J.K. Dobbins.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Cam Newton.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And now here come the Ravens. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move them.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, it's Wallace. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard's just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Arizona.
This is Geis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Kendrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Yeah. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Like 40. I'm going to run you over.
Again, Geis. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catch.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
56, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kendrick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
A gain of 15.
On first down, Kendrick. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll